Welcome into Off the Field, presented by Dreamfinders Homes, here with Travis Etienne, and we're nearing the end of the regular season. It's been quite a year, quite a month of December. That was a tough month for everybody. What is that like as a player to kind of go through a losing streak, but also know it's a lot of like self-inflicted mistakes, right? It's not like you guys were getting blown out. It was just mistakes that were being made.
Honestly, I think that's like make it even more worse, just knowing it's all your fault. Because as a player, you want to control what you can control, and like when the things you can control is going wrong, that's what like just makes you just furious as an athlete. Because as a competitor, you want like to do the best you can do day in and day out, and just coming in here every day and just working tirelessly, and then going out there and not getting the results you wanted, just kind of puts you in like a little rut. But we was able to fight our way out of that and just move forward. And thankfully, it's a new year and December is over, honestly.
Absolutely. You did get a win in the last day of the month. What's something like that? I mean, just to be able to go out and get a win and get that little bit of confidence back, right? Like how much is that just kind of getting that first win can help you get back on track?
It means a lot, especially in the NFL. I feel like it's all about confidence because every player here is the best at what they do. And it's like when your confidence is low as a player, you're not going out there and being yourself. But when you have that confidence about yourself, you just walk in there with a little swagger, and that just means a lot. And when your teammate could just sense that on you, it makes them around you much better. So I feel like us getting that victory at the right time is going to propel us for this game here Sunday.
I feel like I talk to you about Cam Robinson a lot because he always says he loves to block for you, and I'm sure you appreciate that. He came back in this game. You got 2 touchdowns. What's it like? What's the relationship between a running back and their lineman like? And what's Cam kind of bring to your relationship?
Cam just bring that grit. I mean, he just a guy, like, he is furious. Like, and I just love that about him. He had that swagger, and the swagger that he walks with, it just rubs us on the whole offensive line. The running backs, the receivers, just everybody starts playing extra gritty. And that's what I love about him, because like he knows who he is as a player. He knows he's a great athlete, and he's been in the NFL a long time, and he's been through all the ups and downs. So whenever things aren't going right, you can lean on him, and he always got some encouraging words to say, and you could just follow him by the way that he moves, honestly. So I mean, having Cam back is great because the aura that he just comes in the room with just transfer to everybody else.
I heard you say this week, too, that before the Carolina game, you were watching some Fred Taylor highlights. How did that motivate you? Obviously, when I go back and watch Fred Taylor tape, it's crazy to see all those long runs. You had one yourself against the Panthers. It just motivates me because
Fred Taylor was the first one to do it here and do it in this stadium. So it's kind of his backfield. And I'm here trying to pay homage to him, trying to be better than him, trying to just be the best player that I can be. And who better to learn from the best player who done it here. So just watching him just do what he do in this stadium, I was like, man, I have to go out there and just try to just do what Fred Taylor done. I mean, like you say, he had a lot of long runs. I feel like people don't really understand how many long runs he had. I feel like when I was watching the highlights, he just run after run after run. I'm like, bro, you should do this in college. Like, why can't you do it here? And it's really just like confidence, just believing in myself, and just having a little success just kind of propels me forward. And just understanding that, man. Like, I think I seen on a pivot, like Fred Taylor had like his own little thing in the stadium where he just watches the game. So I'm like, bro, Fred Taylor's here watching. Like, I gotta go. I gotta ball out. I gotta like just go out there and make plays, not only for him but for my teammates, because it just helps us as a team and help us win a game.
He's in his recliner, so you got to show off for him watching on the big screen. What's also the relationship? You talk about Fred Taylor setting an example. Obviously, your brother's in college football. He looks up to you, I'm sure. What's that relationship like for you two to kind of play off of each other?
It's big because I feel like for a long point in time when I was in college, my brother was the one I looked to for motivation because I always loved football, always been great at football. But I feel like just having that sense of just purpose, my brother gave me that purpose because he looks up to me, he follows me, and he wants to be like me. And I feel like I want to set the best example for him. So he really gave me a lot of purpose throughout my college career. And like when he had 4 touchdowns in the high school game, I'm like, man, I got to go have 4 touchdowns in my college game. And we just kind of played off each other like that. And just to see that it transitioned from high school to college for him, and that it transitioned from college to the league for me, just kind of give me that confidence that I can get back to myself, I can get back to being that player, and I just got to keep trusting the process and just keep getting better and continue to grow and learn from the people around me.
This has been a trying season in a couple different ways. Obviously, the running game, great, got away from it a little bit. You're trying to get back to it now with the team. when you go into the end of a season where it's win and in, you've played in big games in college before and obviously in the playoffs last year, but what's the mentality you have to have when you go into something like that, when you know this could be the last time you play this year?
Just leave it all on the field. I remember Coach Sweeney's always saying before you have a big game that your best players got to play well. And we have to go out there and make plays for the team. And for us, it's all that we can control. So I would say just go out there, control the line of scrimmage, hang on to the ball, no turnovers, and just go out there and play free, play for the person on side of you. And I feel like we'll like the result that we come out with.
Do you feel like you're at a point now where you've been here a couple years and you can kind of take on that role and put that responsibility on yourself when it's a big game like that?
For sure, but I mean, football is the ultimate team sport, so it's not just on me. I feel like I can go out there and try to be the man, but if I don't have help from my teammates, that's not going to get me where I want to be. So I realized very young that football is the ultimate team sport, and I need everybody. We need all the guys to go out there because on offense, it's 11 guys working as one. And I feel like that's when we're at our best on that field day in and day out.
Very good. That's Off the Field with Travis Etienne.